so quickly in the market is our platform was designed originally for the cloud. It wasn't a transformation of another piece of equipment. This is our own intellectual property, and we're able to deploy it in global markets in just a matter of days and maybe a month or two. And so that was our entry into the market. We found that through BYOD, the democratization of IT, the end user is making more app choices for the enterprise than the enterprise is. Salesforce came in this way. We've seen other tools come in there, some types, chat tools, some other things, coming in on people wanting to bring in their own smartphones, their own devices. And so we market and we advertise directly to those end users because we find that they're making the choices for these companies as the communications and the cloud-based communications becomes the de facto way of communicating for businesses.
I used RingCentral a long time ago in the early stages and switched to a different system because we needed more power. And to be quite honest, what happened, we got a phone call from RingCentral saying, "Hey guys, have a look at the system again." They just made it very easy for us to take on. Literally hardly any commitment. We trialled it, no pressure. So from my point of view, it was very easy to trial it and see if it was better than the system I had, and that's what made it easy for us to take on board, really. We're a healthcare provider, and we operate 27 remote clinics, so from head office across 9 counties. So a cloud-based system was really useful for us to be able to operate. We had an IPEX 50 system before, which was complicated. It was very powerful, very hard to program, very hard to expand, and quite expensive to run, to be fair. So the introduction of the RingCentral system for us just made life a lot easier. All of my admin team can program it, so my management team. So if I'm not there, my head of operations can do it, my head of governance can do it. It's very easy to implement. So we deliver a lot of our exercise programs via smartphone apps. So we're always trying to push things forward. I think the thing with the RingCentral system that's allowed us to do that is with the HD video conferencing, we use that now to deliver our training to our staff. And we're actually looking at using that to provide remote triage, remote treatment for our clients as well. So that relationship that we have with the company, and it's a nice close relationship.
So in the US, we started in the small and medium-sized businesses because we had a product where companies were able to self-onboard, be able to provision their own system, be able to set their own rules. We moved into the enterprise space shortly after that, and did a great job of explaining our strategy there, which is a quick trial, be able to ship some devices, send some applications out, turn on some phone numbers, let them try the rules and how to manage it and be able to configure it themselves. And then they're able to do a rollout strategy that isn't a hot cut. So the old world, the physical old world of PBXs was always this massive hot cut project where you had a large team of people kind of coming in the middle of night, trying to swap every phone on every desk because there's only one set of wires running there. And we got rid of that problem. You can roll out thousands of stations a day, or you can roll out one a day, and you can even let your user take over making their own settings.
Minimal support. We don't need too much support because generally the system's fairly easy to use. When we have needed it, it's actually been excellent. Normally when we've dealt with companies before, the support's really good when they're trying to sell us something. But once it's been sold, the support's not quite so good. But we just haven't found that. Like I said, we've been working with these guys for 2 years now. We put everything in one go. Haven't really purchased a huge amount since, but the on-to-down support's been excellent. We recently implemented the HD video. Again, not a massive sell for the company, but the support's been great. It's just allowed us to keep pushing the boundaries forward. So, yes, it's been really good.
I think we're very well positioned in this area, and we take a user-centric approach on this. A lot of companies that took UCaaS out from a facilities-based or a purchase-based, they had a lot of capital investment in that. So they used a heavy push strategy. They went to their user base and said, you must do this, you must use this app, the corporate standard is XYZ, here's your device that you'll use, now you're carrying 2. We went the other way. We're using a pull strategy where we're putting the application in the hands of the phone that the customer likely already owns, or that they or is one of their own personal choice, And we make those apps, we make the different modes of communication, whether it's just a text, business message text, whether it's a rich piece of information, a fax document, a document share, the voice conferencing to HD video conferencing. We make those available in a poll type atmosphere where the user simply, it's an icon on the bottom of the screen. They click it and it's self-evident. It's literally 4 icons on a screen. Join a meeting, start a meeting, and keep it real simple like that. And we find that the user pushes, or the user pulls the adoption as opposed to an IT community or a business forcing adoption.
Funny enough, the generation we have working for us wants it simple. They actually want the apps to just be able to go press that button, talk to that person, and the picture comes up on the screen and they can video conference them. That's what they want, and it's really that simple. We run the app for HD video conference on our PCs, on our phones, and it is that. Press the button, want that contact, video conference, it rings and starts the video conference. So what we've tended to find that the generation that are working for us now in their early 20s, we're putting the technology in front of them and they're coming to us with, we could use it for this, why don't you do this with the company? Once you can actually get that, so we've got 20 graduates working for us, once you can actually make the use of that intelligence, it's actually quite empowering for the company as well.
Yeah, I recently walked into a room where the person was bragging that they had spent about $20,000 in their video conferencing system, and we were about to set up a call, and he's like, I need the IP address. Who knows the IP address anymore? What happens when it's IPv6? I mean, these are, it's really interesting. They make really high quality lenses, but they're not focusing on customer first, especially the new generation of customer that's had it super simple, on a device, touch one button and go.